This is one more question. First, read the question once. A double pulse measurement for an inductively loaded circuit controlled by the IGBT switch is carried out to evaluate the reverse recovery characteristics of the diode D. Simply, it is an inductively loaded circuit which is controlled using what? This IGBT switch, and the whole circuit is carried out to evaluate what? The reverse recovery characteristics of this diode. Okay, this diode. Now, the characteristics are represented approximately as a piecewise linear plot of current versus time at diode turnoff. The diode turnoff characteristics are also mentioned here. Okay, those are also called as reverse recovery characteristics. This is what? These are the turnoff characteristics. Because is the diode going to turn off instantly? No, it will not turn off. Because of the stored charge carriers in the device, there is a reverse recovery process that is mentioned here. Okay, LPAR is a parasitic inductance due to the wiring of the circuit and is in series with the diode. Okay, so this is also called as stray inductance due to the LEDs. Okay, so the parasitic inductance, also called as stray inductance, is represented with one inductor that is in series with the diode. Now the question is the point on the plot. Here some points are given on the plot. This 1, 2, 3, 4, these points are mentioned here, at which the IGBT experiences the highest current stress. Highest current stress. Okay, so first of all, when the IGBT experiences the current stress, if the IGBT is turned on, then only there is a current flow, then only it experiences current stress. Is it correct or not? Okay, so if the IGBT is turned on, then what happens? The positive is connected here, then the negative is connected here. Then what happens to the diode? Diode gets reverse biased and the diode gets turned off. Okay, those turn off characteristics are given here simply. Now if I mention the currents here, this is the IGBT current IS, let me indicate with, this is the diode current ID, this is what? This is simply the load current IL. If I write at point 1, this is the node, at node 1, what happens? This is the entering current, this is also entering current, this is the leaving current simply. So IS plus, this is entering, this is also entering, IS plus ID is equal to what? Simply IL. Now from this, what is the IGBT current? IS is equal to IL minus ID. Okay, so if the switch is on, what happens? The same positive is connected at the load also, same positive, same negative is connected at the load also. So let us assume that the load current is constant. Now what is the switch current? The switch current directly depends on what? This diode current. Okay, this is constant, this depends on what? Simply this diode current. Now at which point the current flowing through the switch is maximum? Now if you see, IS maximum happens at when, let me see here on the characteristics at point 3, what is this current? This is a negative current. Is it correct or not? What is this? This is the peak reverse recovery current, that is minus IRR. At this point, what is the current? Diode current, it is 0. At this point, what is the diode current? It is positive. At this point, what is the diode current? It is 0. Now at this point, if you see, this is the peak reverse recovery current, that is minus IRR. Now at point 3, so let me write like that. At point 3, what is the IS? IS becomes IL. What is ID? ID is the minus IRR, so simply it is minus IRR. So what happens? This becomes IL plus IRR, so which will be the maximum? This becomes the IS maximum. So where do you get the maximum current stress through this IGBT? You will get at point 3. So what is the answer here? At point 3, the IGBT experiences the highest current stress, because if you see at point 2, what is the diode current? Diode current is 0. If you put diode current is 0, simply IS is equal to IL only. Now at this point also it is 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 equal to IL only. Okay, so where the IGBT experiences the maximum current stress at point 3, because here it is the peak reverse recovery current minus IRR. So from this it is simply IL plus IRR, which is the maximum current stress. Answer is 3.